What's Hinge?
It's online dating.
Oh.
It's like.
You want it, let's do it. Ride it, my phone, my settle, baby. Come and jump on it. You want it, let's do it. Ride it.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly if you're new here, and welcome to this week's vloggy. So guys, you guys saw last week was crazy busy for me. Wedding after birthday after event after this. Like, I just had so much stuff going on. Y'all, it is 3:30 in the afternoon and I'm basically just getting my day started, and I really should be ashamed of myself because look at this. You can tell I need to clean. I haven't made my bed. I still haven't put that picture back up on the wall. So much is happening and I just still have so much stuff to do. But ultimately, your girl is tired. Like, I'm literally, like, some days I'm literally getting 3 hours of sleep. It's so crazy. So I'm just like, I'm burnt out low-key, but I'm still like trying to push. I spent most of my morning editing because I'm literally, this is the third vlog I'm currently filming, and vlog 1 still isn't even up, y'all. Actually, vlog 1 and 2, it's technically four vlogs. I'm putting 2 vlogs into 1 just so I can help, like, condense time. I'm posting 2 vlogs in 1 week. I'm just like, I'm anxious to get back to my routine, but I feel like ever since I got back from vacation, it's just been like go, 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 which is crazy. Anywho, today is March 7th, for reference, and I'm actually getting ready to head out. I'm meeting up with Ariel to run some errands. I just was like, I need to run errands, but I also need, like, I think I need company, because just to keep me, like, focused. Otherwise, I'll either forget something, I'll leave something behind, or I won't do something that I'm supposed to do. But basically, my aunt and my uncle are in town because I'm sure you guys saw in the title, but I'm going to see Janet Jackson on Tuesday. I'm so hype about that. So they're in town for that from Ohio. So because they were in town, we all agreed to go to dinner so they could spend some time with my mom, and my mom could see the baby. Well, he's not really a baby anymore. He's 2. So the toddler, that sounds weird. Anyway, and then somehow it snowballed and turned into, like, my entire immediate family going to dinner. So there's 10 of us, or 11 including Avery, the little one, going to dinner tomorrow. But frustratingly, my mom doesn't really have anything to wear because all of her clothes are either therapy clothes or don't fit from before she was in the hospital, just because she's not very active these days, obviously with the exception of physical therapy. So she's gained some weight, so some of her clothes don't fit. So I'm gonna run around. I'm probably just gonna go to, like, Target just to keep it easy and chill, because, like, she'll either lose more weight or gain more weight, and these things won't fit. So I don't want to go, like, too crazy with, like, trying to find anything, like, super expensive for her to wear. But I do want her to look nice, and I want her to feel good, and, like, all those things. And then I just have to do, like, normal Sunday activities, like get groceries. Like, oh, I don't think I told you guys in last week's vlog, I shattered my entire bottle of olive oil, like, trying to put it in the cabinet. So I was cooking and I went to put it in the cabinet, and I was so tired I completely missed, and it hit the countertop, and just, yeah, it was nightmare. It was like nightmaringly, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but basically it was a nightmare. And yeah, so I, like, just need to do some basic, like, things. And so I invited Ariel to come along with me. It is a beautiful day. It's 77 degrees right now, and so I might take the top off, or maybe we'll just ride with the windows down, or, like, something along that vibe, and just get myself, like, the energy that I need. I've already had a coffee. Look how big this is, by the way. It's 3 shots of espresso in this bad boy. I'm like, basically done. And I'm trying to just, like, okay, like, you know what I mean? But alright, let me get my dog out. You guys know I don't walk my dog on film just for obvious safety reasons. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I get in le car. Alright guys, we're at Target. Oh, a Mickey Mouse tee? So cute. Aww. Y'all, not for my mom, but for me. Look at this dress. Bro. Come on, tell me this is not fire.
The colors.
I know it's so cute though, but I'm like, we're not here for me.
We're not. At all.
I also just like this color palette over here, you know what I mean? Like,
the grease is in right now. I told you, like, I've been, like, greening. Like, I love
do we see how I'm struggling to tie this right now? Okay.
At least you're putting it back nicely. Thank you for somebody who has.
Girl, I used to work retail. I don't do that.
That
I do
is
not
so
do that.
But you know what I hate?
Apparently, I forgot how to tie a knot.
I don't like folding clothes though. The retail kicked that out of me.
Folding clothes actually doesn't bother me.
No, because they gave us the board to do it with the.
Oh,
thing.
we never use the board at
We
Zara.
had to use the board.
Should I just like throw it in my cart just in case?
Go ahead.
I saw your face. I saw your face. You don't want me to do it. It's alright.
Only because if we leave here, we got that for you. I said that would have been nice at a different occasion, like at a different space. That's giving very beach vibes.
It is. The thing is,
I feel like if it was a different material.
the thing is, I feel like that's even still fine for dinner, but like my thing is like I just don't want her to get it messy because depending on how far she is from the table, sometimes it's hard for her to hold, which is why like darker colors really is the best. But it's spring, like she should be able to like.
It could be like one of those dark, like you see how that dress got the dark and
Yeah,
the light
to the
together.
light.
You could do something like that.
All right, I'll leave it alone. Tim, I love this though.
I saw another dress, but I didn't care for the. It was just like.
All right, look, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this in here for me, right? All right, but listen, if I don't find nothing else, if I don't find nothing for my mom, I don't get to buy it. I think that's a compromise, okay? There we go. Okay, we found some options. We have this one,
That's cute.
long button,
But I'm gonna ask the ladies if they know where that is.
and then we have this one, which is like a strapless little number, pink. But that's it. Everything else is crusty. Crusty dusty. Let's see. Hi, my name is Shalane. I pop my camera up in random places in Target.
I like that.
Okay. Like, if it was this, yes. But, like, take the... Well, let me see. Ooh.
I don't think it's that.
As I also break things.
Tana's like the new black.
I know, but... Shut up. I don't like this together.
Maybe if it was a little darker.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
That looks like trash.
That color, nah.
And that's what they have.
Yeah. I thought it was a little darker. Like you see.
No. And then, like, my worry with this is that my mom has chubby feet. And I don't think she'll be able to get her foot
Yeah, that's kind of narrow.
under this.
That's not a width. It's not a width thing.
Oh.
Yeah, but the thong. That thong. And that thong.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, but it's...
I was gonna break out into the hole because remember.
I think this is fine, though. Because it's
I
not...
like it. I just know that for me, thongs are.
She's sitting.
That's true.
She's not walking anywhere. Not yet, anyway.
True. Is that the right size?
No, this is 8. So, like, 7.5 gives her, like, wiggle room.
Okay. Because this is narrow. Well,
Wait a minute.
This width.
What's the weather tomorrow? I'm over here looking at open-toe shoes. Lord?
Handy dandy camera.
You mean phone?
That's embarrassing to some people.
Hmm. 73. 73.
That's not bad. No, it's at 70. Well, it's gonna go up to 77.
Not tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow Monday?
Yeah, mine says 73.
Mine says 77.
What the hell? Now who lying?
And it's gonna be sunny, not cloudy.
Okay.
It's gonna be really hot.
Okay. Then maybe we'll just like bring her. I'll bring her like a cardigan, just in case she needs one.
Yeah, because sometimes they have those AC blasting ones.
Yeah. The thing that just sucks is like I just don't even really love those shoes either. Like I'm not seeing really anything I like, and obviously yes, we can just wait until we go to the other location, but
Doesn't help.
so y'all, we in here going through it trying to find sandalias. All right, so we're going 7.5, right? Is that what we're doing?
And they're not the shoes; they're just stand-ins. What? I'm just saying.
They're just standing.
You didn't make the cut yet.
Big size. final call for now anyway. We're going with these like simple slide like thong shoes for my mom. Alright. I wonder if I should try these on, see how they look, and then yeah, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so this is the first one. It's like a midi dress. It's a little tight for me here, but it'll probably be good for my mom, so option number 1. Alright guys, so this is option number 2. I actually think this is so cute. It's a little big, obviously, but like for my mom, I think this is adorable. And it's got pockets. Pocket action.
I liked you better on the first date. I should have said what's wrong in the first place. I don't, cause you always taking it the wrong way. You won't see it, too busy playing 2K. I've always been down, but you still sleep. And even though I said it, now you should have been paid. I feel it in my soul, yeah, it's so deep. So deep, you should know that about me, yeah. I just turned.
Hey guys. So I got back from sorry, like the Target run just like got short. We left Target and like went to go see my mom, like to catch her there before visiting hours were over, and then we went back to Target to finish like doing everything, and I just like got a little bit overwhelmed and just ended up not vlogging because my mood was like not in the best and like I couldn't really focus. Basically what happened was I went over to bring some of the stuff that we picked up for my mom to her, and she was just in a lot of pain. She was having a hard time sitting up, just like small things that she was physically able to do, or like that she has been physically able to do for a while now. She wasn't able to do because she kept saying that her hips and her upper thigh was really hurting, and I just obviously, like for obvious reasons, just got incredibly concerned because, you know, even though she's still in a nursing home, she's not like being watched 24/7, and my hope right now is that it is muscle pain that she's just experiencing from like maybe sitting in a certain position for far too long, but it's just worrying that like the movements are causing her this much pain. So I just sort of came home and like did a little bit of cleaning. I finally got my vanity cleaned, and I started to put my photo back up on the wall. I took out the trash and like stuff like that, and then I just threw myself into editing because I just needed a bit of a distraction. I'm gonna call them in the morning and ask to, and like try to speak with the head of physical therapy to see if I can get not only a doctor but also a physical therapist to just come down and just like see if they can like assess her and like sort of figure out what is going on. And then it's just a little bit like, I mean, obviously like the biggest picture here is like my mom's health. That is my biggest focus at the moment. But the timing just also fell like when my whole family's in town and we're all supposed to be going out to dinner tomorrow, and like the last thing I want is for my mom to be like sitting at a dinner table just uncomfortable and in pain. Like nobody would want that. And of course, like I asked her if she still wants to go, and you know, she said yeah, but I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just a little frustrated. I also think I'm just a little spent. You guys know like last week was just a super busy week for me, and like I finally just was like, okay, like things are gonna slow down, and now like my stress is just like through the roof. I'm so anxious, and like it just sucks because like I had to leave tonight, and you know, they did give her some Tylenol to see if it could help with the pain, and I asked like one of the nurses to just pop in on her, but like, you know, I'm not there, so I don't really know what's happening, which is also like a little bit scary and frustrating. But yeah, I finally got the vlog from April. The beginning of April is finally done. I'm going through right now to see if I can find some music to put on it. It's 2:30 a.m. And I need to be up probably by like 10, which is not bad. Like I feel like that's still like a decent amount of sleep, but like 10 is like the latest I can get up, just so I can like get myself together and then get myself over to my mom and get this vlog up for you guys. So yeah, I'm just, ugh, I hate this. I just truly hate this. But yeah, I wanted to like give you guys a full update. I didn't want to just sort of like move on to tomorrow and you guys were like, well, what the hell happened? Which, you know, sometimes obviously can happen, but today it was like for a very specific reason. But yeah, I'm gonna finish looking for music and I will chat with you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, so it's Avi the next day. It's around, whoa, it's around 3 p.m. and I'm headed to my mom. We're heading out for dinner at about like 5:15, so I'm hoping that an hour and a half is enough time for me to get her like ready for dinner. So a little update on like where my mom's at and like how she's feeling and things like that. She said today that she was in a lot less pain, so I'm thinking maybe it was like just a muscle situation. She was up and sitting in the wheelchair, so she was pretty much good to go. So I'm hoping that like stays. I did call physical therapy this morning to ask them to come and take a look. As of right now, I'm not sure if they have made it down yet, but hopefully they did. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm heading over to her, gonna get her dressed and ready, and then I'll catch you guys on our way out. Guys, look who's all dolled up and ready for dinner! Hello, people. Are you excited for dinner?
Yes.
What are you gonna eat?
I don't know. I have to look at the menu first.
I thought you were gonna say like lobster.
I don't want lobster.
Oh.
Hopefully I can see the menu then.
Oh yeah, you don't got no glasses. Crusty dusty. Alright guys, did her hair. A little bit of light makeup, nothing crazy, and we're waiting for our car now to take us to the restaurant, since driving in my car with the wheelchair is just not an option just yet. But guess who stood up by herself?
Janine.
Exactly. See, exactly. She did it.
Hi.
Hi. But yeah, that's our date. Catch y'all on the flip. Man, you look good. Yes. Ew. I can't see a damn thing in this place. Avery, say hi. This kid is a clown. I can't.
Look at the camera, Avery. Say hi.
Say hi. Guys, can we all toast?
Yeah, what is that? Yes.
Happy dinner.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy early Mother's Day. Damn, that's good. Do you know what time period the dinosaurs were alive? This kid is smart, bro. Don't put anything against him.
No, I was answering. I don't.
You're supposed to move. Not the ice age. Damn, man, why didn't you tell me to leave my fucking pieces down? We could have been winning. This hair sounds very cute on you. Hey, I just realized, when did you straighten your hair?
Last week.
Just for guys? Okay, got it. Message received.
Here.
Is it good? Ooh. Oh, I'm excited to eat this. Steak tortoise. That's good.
How's the calamari?
It's good.
It's good, right? Calamari is safe here.
How is it?
There's a bite there. It fell off. Oh my god, that's so good.
Like it?
Damn, that's good there.
I got the calamari.
Shrimp cocktail? You want one?
The way she said it, no thanks.
These little bites, I don't know.
No, I was fine. But since I just...
What happened? Wait, what? You need a what? What'd she say?
Yeah,
Good morning, y'all. We are vlogging from the car at the moment, for obviously. I'm headed to Pilates. I have to be there in 15 minutes. I actually didn't even look like to check if there's any traffic, because if there is, I'm screwed. Oh, no, perfect. I'm gonna get there like right on time. But yeah, dinner with my family last night was cool. We had a really good time. It was really nice. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, but I'm like, yo, like only me. So traveling with my mom is obviously not easy because, you know, she's currently in the stages of learning how to stand and like practicing pulling herself up, but she can't support herself yet without assistance. So getting her in a car is already a little bit complicated. It's easy to do if we're in like a lower car, but basically like everyone I know owns a truck or a van or something that you have to like step into. I literally don't think I know a single person with like a sedan, like a regular, you know, low car. And, you know, I was like, okay, so like when I first realized that, I was like, okay, well, we're gonna take Ubers because obviously based on where you guys live, it's not always accessible, but in New York, we have wheelchair accessible Ubers, Lyfts, and like yellow taxis and like all that shit. Like they all have wheelchair cars. I've taken them before, no problem, like to and from everywhere. Like they always, like my mom doesn't even have to get out of the chair, so it's like really convenient, which is really nice. But yesterday we went to a restaurant not in Manhattan because my grandmother has basically been having a hard time like driving long distances. If you guys don't know, my grandmother had a lung transplant 5 years ago. And now that it's been 5 years, she's noticing, y'all know I'm in the Jurassic, y'all know the vibes that back here every day. She's noticing like a decrease in her like stamina as like, you know, she's moving. So it's like just important for us to like, when we go out, to just be mindful of that. So like she doesn't have to climb too many stairs or walk too far or drive too far. Like those are like, they really need to fix these roads. That's like something we try to be mindful of. So we went to a restaurant in Dobbs Ferry, which is not far from my house. It's maybe 20 minutes from my house. And we were like, oh yeah, that'll be great. We get to Dobbs Ferry, like I went and like picked up my mom, took an Uber from my mom to Dobbs Ferry, also about 20 minutes. And we get there and I was like, oh, you know what? Let me pre-book the car going back to drop my mom off because oh my God, this is like, I feel like it gets worse every day. Okay. This way, like, I don't have to like run the risk of there not being any accessible cars up here because I'm not in the city anymore, obviously. Y'all, I go to reserve the car and there are no wheelchair accessible cars. Like, not even like, oh, there are just none available. No, they don't service the area. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So not only did I not drive up there, so that like, even if I had my car, it wasn't an option. It was parked back where I picked up my mom, and my grandmother's car was like full because my aunt, my uncle are here, and then my other cousin, like my grandmother's cousin, so like my third cousin, I think, I'm not sure how that works, you know, twice removed, she was in the car. So I was like, I don't even know if there's space for my mom. I was just like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I spoke to I spoke to the maitre d' at the restaurant, and I asked if she knew of like a taxi service. She said yes, you could book a wheelchair accessible car in advance. She was on hold. They hung up on her. I called. They hung up on me. I call a third time, and I just started talking. Like, when he answered the phone, I didn't even give him an opportunity to tell me to hold, because I was like, no, we're not doing this. So he was like, oh no, unfortunately, we don't have any wheelchair accessible cars. And I'm like, at all? He's like, no, not at all. I'm like, but that's not what she just told me. But I was like, you know what? Maybe that person's not driving today. Maybe the car, whatever the situation may be, like, cool. Y'all, I started calling a bunch of different taxi services. Oh, we're sorry, we don't service the area. That area's too far. We don't have any cars. Then the next one was then I called one that was in like White Plains area, and they were like, yeah, we service Dobbs Ferry, but where are you going? And I was like, well, we're going down to Riverdale. And he was like, oh no, we don't go there. And I said, I'm like, you're not picking me up from there, you're dropping me off there. And he's like, yeah, but that's just so far, we don't service that far. So if someone in your service area in White Plains needs to go to, I don't know, the airport in Queens, you're not gonna take, like, what? I literally was like, that is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. So that pissed me off. I get on Google, like, now I'm just like stressed. Luckily, half my family's late, so we're not even at the table yet, so I had time to like really look at everything. I find something called Ride a Wave that I was able to like reserve a car. I go online to book it. It says you have to book at least 4 hours in advance, and I'm like, great, it's 3 hours in advance. Love that for me. So I'm like, okay, call them. So I call, and she's like, yeah, we have cars available, blah 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 blah. So I give her all the information, pick up, drop off time, whatever, and I go to pay. She goes, okay, so the total's gonna be $115, and I almost threw up, guys, because an Uber, for reference, from my house to the restaurant, or from like where my mom stays to the restaurant, is literally $35. I paid $64 during rush hour. Obviously, like, Uber surcharges are crazy, so I paid $65, not including tip, to go from there, from my mom to the restaurant. But I was expecting to pay like $35, not including tip, back home. So to pay $150, I basically paid three round trips. 30, 60, yeah, 3 round trips for one way just to get my mom back. So now I'm like, okay, now I know that like we're not gonna go up to that area if I don't like pre-reserve a car for less. But I was like, yo, I spent basically $200 in transportation yesterday. That is a whole flight to Florida. Like, welcome to New York, y'all. Like, I was so annoyed. So literally I spent $400 on dinner and transportation yesterday, not including gas, like, for my own car to get me to my mom. I just was like, then of course, like, you guys know I went shopping for her to have an outfit to wear. Like, I just was like, this city, this state is comical, straight comedy. But it's cool. Like, I looked at silver lining. Like, my whole family was together. We had a great day. There was no arguing, which is a feat for the people in my family, bro. Like, and like, you know, so it was fine. And at the end of the day, my mom had a great day. Like, she kept saying, like, oh, you know, she had so much fun. We all had a little drink. We ate. Like, you know, it was just a little bit sad because my uncle didn't come, and he was supposed to. Like, he even said yes, like, the day before. Like, he was like, oh yeah, I'm out, like, looking for like something to wear. And then last minute, he just never showed up. We called him, texted him, no response. And like, you know, him and my mom are really close. Like, my mom's always like, he's my favorite, blah 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 blah. So it was like a little sad, like, for her about that, because he doesn't really get to see her very often because he works overnight, and by the time he's off work at like 6 a.m., it's not like he can go straight to visit my mom, because visiting hours don't start until 11. So by then he's like in bed, like, you know what I mean? So, you know, that was the only like downfall of the day. But what are you gonna do? So like I said, like I mentioned, I'm on my way to Pilates right now, and I am gonna, like, you know, have a workout there. And then I'm really craving a strawberries. I low-key think I want like a matcha though. Like I don't really think I'm in the mood for coffee today. I didn't even make one in the house this morning, which is like, y'all know it's weird for me. But yeah, I will see you guys in class, and I will catch you guys after class. I don't know if I'll film. Are you guys like tired of seeing my classes? Like, is it the same repetitive stuff over and over and over again? I don't know. Alright, Charles, so I didn't record too much of class, mostly because my phone was full. I was like, okay, I don't have time for this. But it was interesting. We used the chair for the first time today. We've never used a chair in a 1.0 class before, which was really cool. I liked it a lot, and it actually helped because, like, I don't know if I've told you guys, but like I struggle with bridging sometimes on the reformer because it hurts my ankle that I broke last year. Well, I didn't break it. It was like a level 4 sprain, which is basically the equivalent to a break. It was so bad. Right before I went to Coachella last year. I don't know if you guys remember. But anyway, bridging is always really hard because it puts a lot of strain on my ankle. And like then we'll start doing like marching and like lifting one leg and pulsing, and it's really painful. But on the chair, it was actually very comfortable. Still like challenging, of course, but not for my ankle, which was really nice. So that was cool. So I did go to Starbucks. Looks a little different today, guys, but you know, it's not actually a vlog without a Starbucks. My door's open. Anywho, so, like I said, I really wanted a matcha today, and y'all, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. So the way I get my matcha is an iced matcha latte with almond milk and sugar-free vanilla. And it's just, like, perfect. Super good. No classic, not needed, or at least not for me. Plus, I rather eat my calories these days than drink them. Anywho, so I'm about to head home. If you guys forgot, I'm going to see Janet Jackson tonight. You know, the queen, the legend, the icon, the everything. And I have no idea what I'm wearing. Zero clue. So maybe I'm gonna go home. I'll show you guys, I'll sort through my stuff, and we'll figure it out. And I was editing a vlog this morning. Well, I finally finished it last night, actually, and I was trying to post it this morning, but I was running into technical difficulties with my Mac. So I like fixed what was happening, and then I re-uploaded it. So hopefully when I get home, it's done and I can get that uploaded. It's about 2 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna go home and try and get all that done. The concert doors open at 6:30 in Madison Square Garden. So we're probably gonna get there. Show starts at 7:30, so we'll probably get there anytime between, I don't know, like 6:45 and 7:15 maybe. Just in case anybody wants a drink. You guys know me, I'm always down for a little cocktail. And yeah, that's pretty much what I think is gonna happen. My henna's finally peeling off officially. I didn't mean to say finally. I meant like it is actually not finally. I actually kind of want it to stay. But yeah. All right, guys. I'm listening to Doja Cat, so I'm gonna bump this, and I'll catch y'all in the house. All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna do this. It's just these like older like cargo camo pants I have from Zara, and then this like sheer mesh bodysuit also from Zara. And I flip my hair like neater. I kind of wanted to wear a skirt because the weather is nice, but I just don't like a skirt really. But I'm not like in love with anything that I've pulled out right now, and I'm just not feeling like very good. I don't know, I feel big. I don't know what my problem is. I don't know, like all my clothes fit the same, but for some reason I just don't feel good in them today. I don't know, maybe I'm just having a day, who knows. I'm gonna throw my makeup on really fast, and then I'll give you guys a final look on like what I went with, but who knows, because I don't know, I think I'm just all over the place right now too, like, you know, does that make sense? Alright guys, so this is basically what I went with. Same exact outfit. I changed the top to like this, if I can get it together. Okay, there we go. This, originally I was wearing this like JLux label like bralette that you guys have seen me wear before, but I don't know, it felt like a little too much, so I just stuck with the same outfit, and then I threw on my Pradas, and then I have like my denim jacket that in the event I need it, because it will be a little chilly tonight, I'll probably just like toss this on and like wear it off the shoulder. You know, nothing crazy, like, and this one's like super oversized. This jacket's also from Zara. Like, I'm literally head to ankle whoa, Zara at this point. So yeah, you know, nothing major. I just like, I don't know, I wasn't really in love with anything. I would have like also loved to like tape my boobs up but I don't have time, and like, you know, this is life, okay? Nature and gravity, all right?
I heard the sexiest ladies were from the 718, is that true? I heard the sexiest ladies are from the 917 and the 2. We in a huddle now, smoking that cheech and chong. What's wrong? The club and the mood is full. Looking for a big young lady to prove. In the club looking so good. Think you are? And round these women. Ain't nobody fucking with me when I love it, man. This is why I love New York so much. Because from your head to your toes. Come on up. Down to the floor. Come on up. You make so good, I don't want to leave. But I got up. This is what I want to do.
Give me the jump.
guys, the show was so good. Like, so good. I cried at the end. Like, I literally had to, like, catch myself. It just brought me back to, like, my childhood, you know what I mean? Like, my family, like, or at least, like, my mom and my aunt and my grandma were all very, very musical people. And, like, I've been listening to the Jacksons since I was a child. Like, super, super little kid. I hope this guy doesn't think I'm moving. Like, the first lyrics I ever learned to a song were from Janet Jackson, you know what I mean? And this wasn't my first time seeing her. It's actually my fourth. But this is the closest I've ever been. Like, ever. And, like, to be in the second row is nuts. Like, it's nuts. To see a legend, a talent, an icon, a queen. And I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, another human, you know? But, like, there's just certain people that bring value, like, you know, through memories, through music, through dance, through just, you know, words, and, like, oh my God, you guys don't even understand. I'm trying not to cry again. But I'm so glad I went. That's all. Like, I don't even have anything else really to say. Like, outside of, holy crap, you know? Like, I just have, like, just so many memories. And I think that's what it is. Like, it's not just, like, her and her music. It's also, like, just, like, what it reminds me of. And, like, the history that I have with that. Like, just each album. Like, Janet Jackson's the first person I ever saw in concert. I was in 5th grade. And I begged my mom. It was a Velvet Rope tour at Madison Square Garden, and Usher was her opener. And I begged. And my mom just kept saying we couldn't afford it. They were too expensive. And then one day after school, she surprised me. We got on the subway and we went and got off at 34th Street, and I realized, and I lost my mind. I was standing on the chairs. Like, I was so small. So, you know, like we were sitting on, like, the first level, not ground, but, like, one level up, like, on the side, like, not too far from the stage. We had really good seats. And, like, I just remember, like, being fascinated, you know? And, like, growing up, I wanted to be a singer for a really, really, really long time, like, well into adulthood, you know what I mean? And I remember thinking to myself, like, I want this, you know what I mean? Like, I want this moment. And it was, like, a full circle moment to go back to the same place where I saw her the first time. Because, like, I don't know if she's going to tour again after this. But, like, if this is her last tour, I'm so glad I got to see it the way that I did. You know what I mean? Like, so close. And with my aunt, who's the first person I went with the first time, and her husband came with us this time. Like, it was so amazing. I'm done talking you guys' ear off. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I know I didn't really, like, talk to you guys before I actually got into the venue. But yeah, we're gonna head home and I want to get some rest. I got to work out in the morning, so I do want to get some sleep. It's about to be midnight and I still have to drive back home. So hi friends. So I'm on my way to work at the gas station. Janae's here. Hi. Yeah, my hand's in the way. So
Damn, we got hot in here fast.
bitch, it's boiling. This looks like the setup of like a whatchamacallit show.
What?
Like a reality show.
Oh.
Like almost like, you know what I mean? I mean,
Oh, like we're in the confession?
yeah. Or like even like just like a regular reality show where like they're in the car and the dash cam is like sitting in like an awkward place. Anyway, so for y'all, was gonna vlog with y'all yesterday, and then my crusty dusty god sister, who is now disowned, was supposed to come and meet me after work last night, and she never showed up. And why? Text me at 5. Oh, sorry, Janae. Text me. That was very violent. My
No, it
apologies.
was about.
What are you shopping for?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Anyway, she was supposed to meet me after work, and we were gonna go to the Seville and get drinks and, you know, mingle with hot men, and she never showed up. Imagine my disappointment. So much is happening. So I went alone, and then I did a thing. I can't believe I did it. I can't even say it out loud. Today, guys, I made a Hinge account.
What's Hinge?
It's online dating. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even finish it. It's like, please upload your photos, and I'm like, I don't want to be judged on, like, I mean, yes, I know you, like, when you meet people in the street or at a bar or wherever, you do get judged on how you look, but, like, I don't want someone scrolling through my pictures, like, whether or not I'm worthy of going on a date with. Like, oh, it's so crusty. I just feel like...
Well, at least you know the people on there are dating.
Yes, I know, and, like, that's the thing, like, Hinge, and I think, like, Coffee Meets Bagel is one. I think that's like Jamora has used that one before, and I think maybe even Bumble are like meant for people who want to date for relationships and not for like Tinder for like hookups. But I'm just like, it almost is, it makes me feel desperate, and I know that that's not the case, but it's my own psychological like warfare that I feel like it makes me seem desperate, like I can't just go out and meet a guy out. But what I am proving every day is that I cannot just go out and meet a man out. Oh.
The problem is, I think, is that so many people are online dating.
I know.
Or the dating pool in New York is just,
it's
not
basura. Seriously, it's actual trash. It's so bad.
And at least with the dating app, like I said, you know that these people are here to date. You know, they're available. They're hopefully not in relationships.
Bruh. Clearly, it's not like a bad thing. Like, I know a lot of people who are doing it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, something about it just makes me feel like...
Well, it's weird because the thing is that now I feel like if you don't meet your spouse at work or had met them at school, like in college or something like that, what the fuck are you meeting them?
I know, and I definitely don't want to date anybody I work with. Like, not even a little.
Yeah, me either. That's never been my vibe, though.
I know, never.
So that's the problem. It's like, where are you supposed to be?
I know. And like, even yesterday, Kara's like, well, you always go out with your girlfriends. And I'm like, if I'm not going on a date, yes, I'm going out with my girlfriends. So it's like,
who else am
I supposed to go out with? And I have been saying I need to take myself on a solo date. I'm still a little too chicken shit. And then it was a girl last night sitting on the roof by herself, sitting outside eating. She looked adorable. And I was like, why? What is wrong with me that I can't do this?
You can.
And I'm like, and it's weird because I'm not a non-confident person. Like, you know what I mean? I have insecurities just like everybody else, but I really do try to like ignore those mofos and really push them down.
You can do it. You just have to
make the time.
You have to make the time. You have to pick a time, just like any other date. Schedule it. This Sunday, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go out in the daytime, go to wherever, and or at night, whatever you choose.
No, the face was more not the time. It was me going alone.
And I think, but even sometimes it depends on the atmosphere, because depending on where you go and what the vibe is, sometimes people don't want to feel like they're interrupting, right? So like, if it's something like I feel like in a lounge vibe, in a lounge like atmosphere, I feel like people are more inclined to want to talk because they feel like that's what you're there for.
Right.
Like, that's a part of why you're there. Bars too, of course, like, you know, bars too. I don't know, I just also feel like I said, dating in New York kind of sucks. Like, it's so, like, literally Raven and I were talking about it last night. We're like, yo, everybody, it's really bad. Yeah. Like, Lara and I were also talking about it yesterday, and like, I mean, Wednesday, and it's just like, wow, like, they're like, she asked me, she's like, so she's like, oh, we see any guys like, wow, this week? And I'm like, no, girl, like, everyone is crusty or like 75 or married. Like, I'm going through it. Not crusty.
But yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna hopefully finish my profile, and I don't even know how to work them. I'm like, do I swipe left? Is this like Tinder?
Finish your profile.
Not like I've ever even been on Tinder.
Put yourself out there. And date.
You know, this is a lot easier for you to say. You don't actually have to do anything.
I know. I don't know if I could.
See? Like, even Isis has used dating apps. Like, literally everyone I know. Except for you, obviously. And I think maybe Khadija. But yeah, I'm just like, bro. Is this the new way of life?
I wouldn't, if my relationship ended, I don't even know what I would do the same thing I'm telling you to do. Like, you know, I can see the difficulty.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, like, for some people, it is just easy. Like, it is just as simple as, this is what I'm gonna do. For other people, it's a little bit more challenging, I feel like, where it's like, I want to do this. I'm actively saying that I want to do this, but getting out and actually doing it is where the complication kicks in, because it takes a level of confidence to just go out and put yourself out there and hope that someone, like, because my whole thing too is like, we all know, girl, I hate rejection. We all know my ass don't like rejection. Like, you said no to moi. But it's like, what if I show interest in a guy's profile and he obviously doesn't show interest back? I also have to process how that feels. But then I also have to deal with people showing interest in me and me not liking them, or saying yes and going on a date and hoping he's not a serial killer.
Yeah. I think that...
Do they do background checks for these apps?
I think rejection, if it's an issue with rejection, I feel like you have a much easier time on the app. Because it's not a face-to-face thing.
Yes,
where, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, okay, whatever, and keep it moving. Y'all don't know each other. He don't know you. You don't know him. You keep it moving. So I think in that aspect, it will be better.
I mean, I think the rejection thing is bothering me in my head more than it would actually bother me in person, because it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't even know you. Like, I don't give a two shits if you like me or not. Like, you know what I mean? But in my head, it's kind of like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's cute. I like her hair, her vibe, her shoe, like her outfit.
I hate those shoes.
I mean, but it goes with the outfit. Like, I don't even like the back. I don't like the shoes or the backpack, but I think together, that's clearly her vibe.
Yeah.
Where'd she go?
She walked down that one. Oh no, she's right there on the corner. Oh no, she walked there. I don't know.
The thing too, I think, I've never had a hard time meeting a guy in my life. In my life. And maybe the universe is telling me I'm not ready. Or maybe the universe is telling me to get with the new way of life and get my shit together. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know what the world wants me to do?
Well, I think, too, I feel like, no, you may not have had a hard time meeting guys, you know, in the past or whatever, but also think about the quality of guys that it was. That's not the quality of guys that you want now. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not what you're into. You want a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
You don't really want the guy that's like, hey, yo, ma, out the car. Like, you know what I mean?
So, well, that happens still regularly. I know. That happened the day before yesterday. I looked at him, I was like, boy, I can't even fucking hear you. Please shut up.
Now, with you wanting, like, what you want and knowing what you want, that takes a little bit more work.
Yeah. Why is everything hard?
This life is not made for the weak.
And that's the thing too. And you know what's so funny too? I actually tell myself on a regular basis, I'm very strong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could probably use some therapy, but I'm
we all can.
But like, ultimately, I am not a weak person. Like, oh shit, Lord, I did not see this guy. He was completely in my blind spot just now. Oh, thank you, sir. Damn, that car was completely in my blind spot. Yeah, like, I am not a weak person. I've never been a weak person. I come off that way because I'm very, like, nice and I'm chilling and blah, blah, blah. But, like, I've been through a lot of shit and I've dealt with a lot of stuff, and I come out, like, very, I'm not gonna say, like, authenticity top, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a weak being. Despite how fragile my ego is. Occasionally. But I'm also just like, I don't want to deal with no shit no more. I'm fucking tired. Guys, Janae told me to stop being a pussy. Just kidding. But yeah, we're going to work. Can't speak English. About to be at work. And I'll check in with you guys at a later date. Probably tonight or tomorrow, depending on how frustrated I am after the shift. And after looking at all the guys I'm not gonna hit on. Guys, it has been a day. Like, seriously, it's been a day. And it's only 2:30. I'm just like, ugh. So my aunt, you guys know my aunt is in town. Obviously, we went to the concert the other day. Oh, sorry guys, it's the next day, by the way. I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. I'm just like, I can't even think straight. My aunt's in town. And she's staying with my grandmother downstairs, and they called me this morning at around like 10 a.m. and asked me like, hey, so something's going on with Nana. Is this normal, or has this happened before, like whatever, because you guys know I'm not technically like my grandmother's caretaker, but I have been like shortly before she had her lung transplant, and then again afterwards, after she got her transplant. It's been 5 years since her transplant. So the average life expectancy of a transplant recipient is anywhere from not the life expectancy, but like the extra given years is 2 to 5 years. And we just noticed like she was beginning to deteriorate at the beginning of this year, or maybe late last year. So, you know, she's right in that 5-year like mark. So just now, just sort of trying to be aware of changes that are happening. And sorry guys, the fan's on because it's so hot in here. Just trying to be aware of any changes that are happening to her body, to her lungs, to her oxygen stats, like things like that. And this morning, like, so my aunt, like, obviously not living here because they live in Ohio, they know that a lot of times I'm just a little bit more aware of what may or may not be going on, or what may or may not be like seemingly normal to what goes on with her. So this morning, they called and said that she woke up in the morning and was feeling very weak, and was having stomach pain. So she went to the bathroom and was basically just bleeding uncontrollably, like so bad, like, and obviously I'll put a trigger warning here, like bloody stool, but like the kind where like just running down her legs, like so bad. She got in the tub full of blood. Like, it was just crazy. It was like on the floor, on her slippers, like just a mess. So my grandmother, being my grandmother, never wants to go to the hospital, right? Because that makes sense. So my aunt called me so I could come down and sort of talk to her and be like, ma'am, like, you need to go to the emergency room. Like, if this is like, because it's so much, and she's on blood thinners because she's a lung transplant recipient. There's a bunch of medications that she's on. I believe it's like 40 almost, give or take, maybe 35 to 40. And blood thinners is one of them. So it could be that, but also like bloody stool and stomach pain is a symptom a lot of times of like a gastrointestinal or like inflammation in the intestines, infection, food poisoning, like all kinds of like random things it could be. So I'm like, Nana, like, I love you enough to tell you, like, we need to take this seriously. You need to go to the doctor. So it's basically what I was dealing with this morning. And now I'm getting ready for work because, God forbid, I just called in and said I can't make it, you know, family emergency. But it's just annoying because there's really nothing I can do here. You know what I mean? Like, she's in the ER and they're gonna, you know, keep us posted, but there's nothing I can really do from home. So it's kind of like, it just makes sense to just go. to just go to work. I'm gonna swing by my mom and let my mom know what's going on and stuff. And then also, like, because I've been so busy for the last 2 weeks, I feel like I've not really been like hanging out with my mom too much. And I'm just like exhausted. I'm just tired, guys, like, you know what I mean? And like, the thing is, like, at the end of the day, this is my family and I will always like be there for my family, but sometimes it is very draining, especially like with a full-time work schedule and like trying to also like film and do content for you guys as well. Not that any of it really is a burden, it's just a lot. Like, I always just have a lot going on, plus trying to maintain a social life, and you guys obviously know, like, trying to like, you know, date and like all these things. Like, I'm just like, so much is going on, like, it's just a lot. And like obviously, like, guys, like, everybody has things going on. Like, this is not a woe is me moment. Like, this is really just a like, damn, I'm tired. like an exhaustion moment, like, you know what I mean? Y'all, we all have things. Everybody has like things that they're responsible for. Everybody has their things that they're tired over, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to get ready for work and I'll try to catch you guys later. Obviously, I don't know what the rest of my day is sort of gonna look like, especially just with the exception of just work. But I will try my best to keep you guys posted, and check in. I forgot my nose. There we go. Check in with you guys later. Plus, on a brighter note, I do have to go through my photos with you guys. You guys have to help me pick my my Hinge photos. I'm thinking, like, I definitely think I want this one to be one. Come on, there we go. I think I want that one to be one. Maybe that one. I don't know. You guys tell me. Because maybe by the time you guys see this, I still won't even have made a decision. Who the hell knows? Next day, Shalia here. Hi, guys. And happy Mother's Day. So, sorry I didn't update you guys yesterday at all. But it was just a day, and then I was off to work, and I was exhausted. I was sleep deprived, y'all. I was really, like, going through it. I look a mess, and that's alright. Because sometimes it bees, okay? I'm actually headed to pick up my mom, because I'm going to take my mom to see my grandma. You know, being that that's her mother, and it's Mother's Day. Really, like, lady, like, you just couldn't. I swear, people are so crusty. Anyway, so some updates on my grandma. She's doing better. She got a blood transfusion, and they did a chest x-ray and checked to see if there was anything there. Didn't see anything. She's supposed to be getting a colonoscopy, I think, and just to like see what's going on internally. They took her off blood thinner, so like, you know, we're moving in the right direction. She said she feels a lot better after the blood transfusion, but it's still just a lot. And I just feel so bad. Like, I'm like, you know, like, she's getting older, and like, I get it, but it's also just like, bro, it's the Mother's Day weekend. Like, you know, I like, am just sad that like it's like happening now. A, that it's just happening in general, and then B, that it happened like on a day where like she should be feeling great and like celebrated, like, you know what I mean? So and it just sucked that we didn't really get to do anything, like my family in general, like the group of us. So that was a little bit annoying, but it was at least good that we got to all spend the day together on Monday like we did. You guys obviously saw it. So y'all just not gonna move for this ambulance? Keep going, friends. Let the man through. Anywho, but yeah, so there's that. So then I just figured it'd be nice, like, if I let my mom, like, see her mom, and the three of us will just chill and spend, like, the day together, or at least a few hours together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna get, like, while I'm there, just, you know, for the sake of my grandmother's privacy. But if I don't, I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I'll catch you guys in next week's vlog, and I'll give you guys some more updates then. And then otherwise, like, come on, you gonna block the intersection, sis? Sorry guys. And then, like, she's determined to make a turn that's just has her blocking the intersection. I'm just so confused. Okay, anyway, sorry, that just went so left. Like I was saying, if I don't vlog when we're in the hospital with my grandmother, I'm gonna end the vlog here, and I will see you guys in next week's vlog, where I will give you guys some updates. Next week is finally a little bit more chill, and chill meaning I don't have much to do outside of like normal errands and like household chores and just like, you know, regular stuff. Hopefully this week I can get like a regular makeup video film for you guys using all the products that I got from Sephora that I showed in my Sephora video, because I've just not had any time, as you guys can see. And then the following week is my mom's birthday, so it'll be back to busyness after this week.